what's going on, everybody? This is me, Trayvon Jones, Conscious Talk Channel. I just woke up, had a lot on my brain, um, and I just felt like I need to share it. But do me a favor, come in, liking, pressing that like button, that thumbs up button. Subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed to my channel, and leave a comment in the comment section. But at the very least, press that thumbs up button. Um, I was just in thought. And so-called African American, so-called Black people, we are fighting for reparations. You know, a while back, we had Ice Cube and a few others, going on different podcasts and shows saying, hey, we want to meet with the president. We want to talk about reparations for so-called Black people, so-called African American people. And I have to keep saying so-called Black people, so-called African American, because we are not any of those things. Those are misnomers. Those names don't even exist. They were made up. They were made up to take you away from who you really are, who we really are as a people. Those names were created. And when you say African American, that's property. But there's no land called African American, y'all. There's no land called Black. So when you call yourself these things, you're just wasting your time, and you're never going to be recognized because on paper, you don't exist. So us fighting for reparations constantly, asking the presidents and the government to give us reparations, they're not going to give us reparations under being Black or being African American. And I need us to really understand this. I need us to listen to this and understand. Because we're calling ourselves something that doesn't exist. That was considered property. Being Black, you were property. So how can property own property? When you think of the Jewish people, the so-called Jewish people, they have a land behind them. When you think of, the Asian people, the Filipinos, the Chinese, the Japanese, all of the Asian people that came to America and was able to get a hate crime bill passed, using us to be able to get a hate crime bill. They were able to get that hate crime bill because they are a nation of people. They have a country behind them. They have a nation. That's the key. So us always asking for reparations under being called Black or African American, it's never going to happen. They're never going to recognize that. The government is never going to recognize it. They took our land right up from under us, and they changed our identities right up from under us on paper. That's what they did. They just changed our identities, y'all. We are the Aborigines of America, so-called African Americans, so-called Black people. We have a homeland, and we have a culture. We call it America today. This is our land. And honestly, I just want my land back. I want my culture. I want our holidays, who we are as a people. I want all that back. But you have to find out who you are. You have to find out what tribe you come from. Do the research on that tribe and embrace it. So we can work on getting our land back, getting reparations, things of that nature, because we are due reparations. So-called Black people, African Americans who are indigenous, who are Niji, who are Indian, we are owed reparations, and this is our land. And our ancestors are crying out, you guys. They are crying out because they don't understand why their children are still confused, how we are still living confused and living as slaves and allowing other groups of people to just steal from us and take from us. They take all of our carvings, our paintings, all these things, and they just sell them on eBay right from up under us. A lot of those statues and a lot of those things that we see, you know, those are our statues. Those did not come from Africa. They came from America. And they over there selling all of our artwork and all of those things that they have right here in America. That you as a so-called black person, African American, will never get your hands on or never be able to see. And if you do see it, you'll just contribute it to being African art. When in reality, it's you, your people, right here in what we call America today. You are the true original being of America. So-called black man, so-called black woman, so-called African American man, so-called African American woman. You are the indigenous person of this land. And it's just amazing to me how Christopher Columbus, when he stepped off that boat, he brought an interpreter with him, by the way. But when he stepped off that boat, he saw how beautiful we were, how well dressed we were, how beautiful the society was. This is things that were written down. He saw how beautiful we were, how we had gold, how well we dressed, the beautiful colors that we dressed in, how we were beautiful people. We are beautiful people. And he made note of this. And then he turned right around with his sick, demented ass and said, I can make a whole lot of money with these people. I can sell these people. He saw the beauty in us and then said, I need to make them workers. See, your enemies just want to use you as property, as workers. They're going to find a way to make money off of you. Nothing has changed. Your enemies are still making money off of you, coming into your neighborhoods, making money off of you. That's what Christopher Columbus did. And he started selling us into slavery, and now today, and when we call slavery and all that kind of stuff, we ended up picking cotton, and basically making other nationalities rich. See, that was Christopher Columbus's mindset, and that is what our enemy's mindset today is. Use them, make money off of them. That's what they do. That's your enemy. That's how you know that is not your friend. They don't see you as anything else other than a means of making money. That's why a lot of those Asian communities that come into your neighborhoods, so-called black man, they just use you to make money off of you. That is the only value you have to your enemy. And that is what they use us for. They hate us, y'all, because this whole world belongs to us. All these, everything belongs to us. And they know it, and they are spiteful and hateful and jealous. So it is their goal to take and rob everything from us and to bring us to the lowest denominator possible and destroy us to where we will never be a nation ever again. Other nations have conspired against us and said, never again. We don't want these people to ever wake up again, to be the great nation that we tore down. We don't want them to ever get back up there again. But we can't let that, we're at the lowest we can possibly go. Where our women over here saying you guys are slaves and you guys are conquered, and that's as low as it can possibly go. But we got to get back up. But first we got to learn who we are again. And a lot of us are waking up, and that's the beautiful part. So those of you that want to stay asleep, stay asleep. It's okay. But those of us that want to wake up and get the information and the knowledge, let's go. Like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you all on the next video. Peace out.